New research has found that Earth's rotation may trigger earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. Mt Etna was being studied concerning this. Earth's rotation. And we know that Mt Etna, according to Volcano Discovery, is erupting. Current status, it's erupting. It's 4 out of 5. It's a complex stratovolcano, about 3,329 meters, changing due to eruptive activity collapsing of its crater rims. It's in Sicily, Italy, above Catania. And it's had earthquakes in the past few days. Last update, just yesterday, December 31st, volcanic ash advisory. Lava flows, effusive, mildly explosive strombolian eruptions, both summit and frequent flank eruptions. The latter seem to be occurring in clusters lasting few to a few tens of years. And we'll go later as to the eruptions since 1950, just about every single year. Now, volcanic eruptions and earthquakes can trigger earthquakes because of planet's rotation, according to what studies have revealed to scientists in Italy concerning Mt Etna that has been studied. The new study examined the links to Earth's rotation. The activity around Mt Etna suggests the earthquake activities related to Earth's rotational axis. As we know, it changes towards the seasons. Now, the rate at which the planet spins is not perfectly aligned with its north and south poles. Earth's geographic poles instead would appear to spin like a top around Earth's rotational axis when viewed from space. It's only every 6.4 years that the axes perfectly line up until the geographic poles move away from the spin axis and the spiral restarts. The changes in climate due to the changing seasons, the melting ice sheets or movements from tectonic plates drives this phenomenon. It's known as polar motion. So that's how the poles move. As polar motion shifts, forces pulling the planet away from the sun also wrench at the plate's mantle, the pieces of the tectonic plates. The tide from polar motion causes Earth's crust to continuously distort and change, and now a new study suggests that this polar motion and following shifts of Earth's crust could increase volcanic activity. Of course, you can imagine, when you have a distortion of the Earth's crust, of course you're going to have earthquakes, seismic activity uptick, and volcanic eruptions. Dr. Sébastien Lambert from the Paris Observatory in France, he was a lead author of the study, says, "I find it quite exciting to know that while climate drives Earth's spin, its rotation can also drive volcanoes and seismic activity. But the research does not allow scientists to forecast volcanic activity." I guess I'll have to do more research concerning this. The research suggests earthquakes might be more common, or volcanic eruptions may eject more lava when the distance between the Earth's geographic and rotational axis is at its peak. The timescales involved are too large for geologists to make any meaningful short-term forecast. Lambert said, "It's the first time we found this relationship and this direction from Earth's rotation to volcanoes. It's a small excitation process, but if you accumulate a small excitation over a long period of time, it can lead to measurable consequences, of course." This research adds to previous work revealing the length of a day on Earth, which changes based on the speed of Earth's spin, and that can influence volcanic behavior as well. The length of a day. The study selected the already well-studied Mt Etna, and it means that there was plenty of data about this volcano. The team used seismic records from 11,263 earthquakes that occurred 26.7 miles of Mt Etna's summit for the past 20 years. And Dr. Lambert and volcanologist Gianluca Sottili from Sapienza University of Rome compared the distances between the geographic and rotational poles at each event as it occurred to calculate whether the volcanic activity was connected to Earth's rotation. And that's exactly what they found. The pair of geologists found that there were more earthquakes when Earth's rotational pole was furthest from the geographical axis. The team also discovered links between the amount of magma ejected during these volcanic eruptions. So these findings suggest that polar motions drive the largest eruptions from Mt Etna, even to a lesser extent than is seismic activity. So there you go. Of course, they'll do more research on this. As we said, as they say, they cannot predict volcanic eruptions, but this is something that definitely has a correlation. The Earth's rotational poles trigger earthquakes as well as volcanic eruptions. This by Tom Fish on Express UK. Now, the eruptions since 1950, we said that they've been examining for the past 20 years. But if we go for the eruptions of Mt Etna, 1950, 1955, 56, 56, twice in 56, so, spring and fall, 57, 60, 61, 64, 64, 66, 66 to 71, 1968, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 75, 72, 77, 77 to 78, 78, 79, 79, 80, 81, 81, 82, 83, 83, 84, 85, 85, 86, 86, 87, 88, 89, 89, 90, 91 to 93, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 2000, 2001, 2001 spring and fall, 2002, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, 6, 7, 8 to 9, 10, 11 to 13, 14 to 18, 18 and 19. So you can see it's totally every single year. Okay, the recent earthquakes, December 27th, Friday, 1.1 magnitude, and it was at a depth of 2 kilometers. December 21st was 2.5 magnitude, 3.1 kilometer depth. As you can see, it's very shallow. 17th December, 3.7 magnitude, 21.6 kilometer depth. 15th of December, 2 magnitude, 14.7 kilometer depth. Saturday, December 7th, 1.5 magnitude. You could see, like almost every day. There are, volcano tourism. People go and visit these volcanoes. Obviously, there could be scientists, it could be geologists, it can be just people that want to see what a volcano eruption looks like. And I'll leave links below for you on volcano discovery. Ash advisory, explosive activity is still observed at summit, no ash cloud produced. As of December 31st, Volcanic Ash Advisory Center, Toulouse, VAAC, issued the following report. Etna Volcano, explosive activity is still observed at summit, no ash cloud produced. This is December 31st. Volcano Ash Advisory, Toulouse, VAAC, issued following report. Advisory, Etna, Italy, summit elevation 3,330 meters. Aviation color code is orange. Ash cloud produced, not identifiable FM satellite imagery wind. Not detectable on SAT imagery in spite of good visibility. No further advisories. I leave links below for you for this. So it's, as we said, it's erupting. It's 4 out of 5. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.